Hi, it's Kim from Sparkling Soul Yoga. Thought I would come on and share a practice with you today for times when you are stuck in a seat, and that can be on an aeroplane, in a bus, in a car, maybe at work, on your chair. So I hope that you enjoy these exercises with breath. Chair yoga for tight spaces. I'll see you on your chair. Coming into an upright position that feels best or accessible, or it's just all you've got at the moment. Feet planted firmly on the floor, probably hip distance apart. Your ankles are in line with your knee. Hands on your thighs. Your back is not resting on your chair. You're sitting upright. You're engaging your core. Taking a moment just to really dedicate yourself to this practice. You've set aside this time. My bird has decided to join us. And we're going to honor this time that you've set aside for yourself, just to move and breathe and feel better in your body, especially if you have been sitting for a long time, if you're in an aeroplane or a long bus ride or car journey, or you've been sitting at work. Take a big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out your mouth. Connecting to your breath. Connecting to your body. Feeling the parts of your body that are connected right now, your feet to the floor, your hands to your thighs, the backs of your thighs to your chair, maybe your elbows in tight towards your body. Eyes can be closed or they can be open. Then gently we'll start with some neck exercises. So gently drawing your neck towards your chin towards your chest, stretching out the back of your neck. Then gently bringing your gaze up through center and then all the way to the ceiling. And then exhale, lowering down. Inhale, coming back up. One more time. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then coming back into a neutral position and then taking your gaze over your left shoulder. Bringing your gaze through center and over to the other side. Bringing your gaze through center, taking your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bringing your gaze through center and right ear towards your right shoulder. Bringing your gaze back or your head back through to center, and then drawing that chin towards your chest once again. And then if it feels okay on your neck, doing gentle neck rolls, half neck rolls, going from side to side, moving slowly and in a kind manner, honoring and respecting your body where it is at in this exact moment. Recognizing that you may have slept uncomfortably, that you're sitting uncomfortably, and that we're moving and breathing with mindfulness and purpose and a gentleness. One more roll either side. And then bringing your head back through to center, and then doing some shoulder rolls, shoulders up to your ears, and then back and down. And again, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. And then going in the other direction, forward and back and down. One more time. Then bringing your hands, either leaving them on your thighs or taking them to your knees, coming into a seated cat-cow. So drawing your chest forward, maybe opening up your throat. Inhale here. Elbows in towards the body. Exhale, rounding your spine. Chin towards your chest. Couple more times just like this. I'm breathing in and out through my nose, but if that doesn't feel right in your body, please just breathe in whichever manner feels best. Exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Then coming back into a neutral spine, bringing your hands together at heart center. We may need to have our elbows in towards our body, not knowing who's sitting next to us. Doing a version of sun salutations on your inhale, pressing those hands together. Take your arms towards the sky, maybe gaze follows, engaging your core. Exhale, drawing those hands back through heart center. And again, inhale. You might even like to engage your glutes as you're doing this. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Then bring those hands on your knees, taking those hands over your knees and all the way down to the ground. Then inhale, rolling up your spine. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Bringing hands together at heart center. This time twisting to your left. Hands can stay together at your heart. Twisting from your torso. Coming back through to center and then to the other side. Coming back through to center, coming back towards your left-hand side. Now this time, if you're in a place that has a little bit more space, or you might be on the aisle seat of a plane, you can take your right hand towards your right leg, your left leg, and then your left hand can stay here, or it may come out the back of your chair. Bringing hands together at heart center, coming through to the other side, really using our core, staying here with our hands or extending your left arm towards your right leg. Right hand can stay next to your chest or over the back of your chair. Hands come to heart center. One more time, either side, twisting towards your left. Coming back through center and to the other side. Placing your right hand on your right knee, left arm finds the sky, and then gently leaning over to your right. Now, if there's not enough room, if there's a ceiling above you or anything else, you can always bend your arm. Getting a nice side bend. Then coming back through to center, bending that arm if it isn't already bent. And then your opposite hand can gently guide that elbow behind you, getting a nice tricep stretch, engaging our core. We can stay here, or if you would like, take that opposite arm, take it behind you, and maybe you can find your fingers or the back of your shirt. Left elbow towards the sky, opening up that shoulder, opening up our chest. This is also called cow face arms. Then gently releasing those arms, left arm towards the sky, right arm comes back down alongside your body. Maybe you'd like to stretch. And then bringing hands down towards each other. And then to the other side. So extend that right arm towards the sky. Left hand can come onto your left leg. We can stay here, or you might like to gently find a side bend, creating space in the right hand side of your body for your lungs to expand on your inhales and your exhales. We're opening up our chest as well, so we're not collapsing forward, we're opening up our chest. Once again, bending that arm if there isn't enough space in your environment right now, still engaging our core. And then bending that right arm, this left hand can come up to gently guide that elbow towards the back of your mat, opening up your shoulder and your chest. You can stay here, or you might like to take this arm alongside your body, bend your elbow, and gently reach back and maybe find your fingertips. Gently releasing those hands. Maybe take that right arm towards the sky, left arm down your body. Stretch, create length in all areas of the body. Then bringing those hands together at heart center, maybe placing your hands on your knee. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back into neutral spine. This time coming into eagle arms. So take your arms out in front of you, crossing one arm over the top of the other. You can bring your hands to your shoulders, backs of the hands together, or maybe palms together. Inhale, take those elbows towards the sky. Exhale, draw those elbows in towards your body. And again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Doing a little bit of abdominal work here, supporting our lower spine and our back. Now gently, before you release your arms, remember which one's on top. And then switch arms, bending those arms. Once again, hands can come on shoulders, backs of your hands meet each other, or palms meet each other. Inhale, elbows rise towards the sky. Exhale, taking those elbows in towards your body. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back into neutral spine, releasing those hands. Maybe you have room out in front of you. You might want to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe do some wrist circles. Maybe flicking away water, it's called. This gets the synovial fluid into our joints. Keeping our joints healthy. Moving our wrists in any way that feels good. And then bring our hands down onto our knees, coming into a little bit of leg work depending on how much space you have. You might like to lift both your heels up off the earth, coming into a calf raise, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale. If raising both at the same time doesn't work, you can feel free to do one and then the other. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. And then this time you might like to draw those toes up. Activating your inner thighs slightly. Just creating movement within your ankles and your feet, moving the blood around. You might like to wiggle your fingers and your toes. If you have room, you may be able to extend one leg and then draw it back, and then the other one. You might like to take both legs out and then draw both legs back. Coming back to 2 more cycles of calf raises. Then you might like to take your ankles, maybe one ankle at a time, or if you've got good core strength, you can do both at the same time. Once again, synovial fluid into our ankle joints, keeping them healthy so they can support us, walking us through life. And then to the other side. Placing that foot on the ground. And next, lift up your right leg, maybe drawing that knee in towards your chest. And then gently placing that leg back down on the ground. Coming to the other side. Maybe you'd like to help your knee up. Maybe you've got room to draw that knee in towards your chest. Slowly lower it down. 2 more either side, lifting your leg up, maybe interlacing in front of your shin or maybe behind your thigh. Engaging our core, taking that leg down, lifting this one up, drawing that in towards your chest. Last one, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we're going to do some spinal circles. So these will depend on how much room you have. Just gently moving your body. You can remember hula hoops. We're imagining we have a hula hoop and we're trying to keep it at our waist. Very good for digestion, spinal flexibility. Just moving your body around. I'm not very coordinated, which is why I'm a yoga teacher and not a Zumba teacher. However, we can move our body forward and come back, depending on how big your area is that you have to move. Hands are always supporting you so we don't topple forward, to the side, the front, and then going in the other direction. Knowing that in this moment, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, it doesn't matter what it looks like. Know that you are doing something good for your body, you're nourishing your body, you're trying to counteract all the sitting time that you're doing, and so this is a good thing. And then eventually finding stillness, taking a moment just to observe how you're feeling. Take a big breath in through your nose, sigh it out your mouth. Before we come into a seated Shavasana, I thought we might do a quick breath practice. This is sometimes known as Kapalabhati breathing. We inhale through our nose and we forcibly exhale through our nose. So it's a passive inhale, it's a forcible exhale. And as we exhale, we draw our belly button towards our spine. Please do check in the description as to the counter indications for this breath practice. But if you'd like to join me, we'll do 20 breaths and we might try that 3 times. So inhale, then take a normal breath in, sigh it out. Inhale to prepare. Round 2. Round 2 is finished. If you'd like to come to round 3, snapping back, what they say is that stomach every time you exhale. See how you go. If this isn't feeling right in your body, please just breathe in any manner that feels best. We won't be here for much longer. Inhale. Taking a moment just to feel the effects of the practice. Returning to your normal breath. And then you might like to sit yourself back into your chair as we just finish off this practice with a seated Shavasana and meditation. Relax your toes. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your calves. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your belly. Relax your fingers. Relax your hands. Relax your wrists. Relax your forearms. Relax your elbows. Relax your upper arms. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your throat. Relax your chin. Relax your jaw. Relax the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your cheekbones. Relax your eyes. Relax the space in between your eyes. Relax your forehead. Relax your scalp. Relax your mind. Relax your breath. Slowly bringing some awareness back into your body, maybe lifting your heels, maybe lifting your toes, maybe running those hands up and down your thighs. And bringing hands together at heart center. Taking a moment to feel the effects of the practice within your body today. Taking a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside this time for your health and your well-being. Taking a moment in gratitude for our bodies and what they allowed us to do, for the practice of yoga and the opportunity to practice. And to the yogis that have come before us, the yogis who are with us now, and the yogis who will come through in the future. Till I see you again, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart, from my heart to yours. Thank you. Safe travels, and I'll see you next time.